Hey, good morning, everyone. Rob here for Southwest Florida Television. Happy Friday. Another beautiful morning here in North Naples at Delnor-Wiggins Pass State Park. 54 degrees, relatively clear blue sky. Expecting today's high to be up in the low 70s, maybe even up to 75. Heard the ospreys chirping away over there in the pine trees. The tide is on its way in now. High tide is at 9:18. Just about there. Another glorious morning. Thanks for tuning in. See if we find any shells along the beach before that tide comes in here. There's a few spread out along the shore here in Area 4. Maybe we'll see a couple of our dolphin buddies swim by this morning. Just never know what's in store for us in the mornings here. Hey, Robert, good morning, my friend. Man, I think I'm going to turn around here and start walking the other direction. Just on a chance that there might be a few shells up at the pass, up at the north end of the park. Hit that share button. Invite your friends to tag along with us here. Well, it looks like that red tide is on its way out of here. Keeping our fingers crossed. Still showing up on the map. They're showing some very low concentrations of red tide up here in North Naples. I don't see any signs of it here up close to shore. I don't see any dead fish. I don't smell it. Past couple days, the water has been absolutely gorgeous, as you can see from the photos I've been sharing. Roy's sitting out there in his chair up ahead of us. Just kind of trying to keep an eye to the ground here as I'm walking along for something interesting, for some of my favorite little shells. So far, nothing's really caught my eye. Got a lot of shells spread out though here. I don't know if you can hear the ospreys chirping in the background. See if we can get a peek at them this morning. See what they're up to. And the shells are starting to thin out here already. Well, it's calm out there this morning. Looks like a pretty nice day for boaters. Looks like a nice day for boaters. Just some little waves lapping on the shore here. Roy all bundled up. Oh, the ospreys are, one just was hovering around the nest there. Should be able to see both of them in there right now. Our pair of ospreys. I don't know what's going on up in that nest. I don't know if we got any eggs up there or what's cooking. But there they are up in Area 4, the north end of Area 4, up where Roy sits. Up by Audrey's bench. Good morning, Connie. Good morning. How you doing, Elsie? Everybody checks in with the king of the beach there when they're walking by. They pay their respects. He collects their toll for walking on the beach. Signs autographs, gets his picture taken. All the things you'd expect a king to do. Mr. Cooper, good morning, Mike. Boy, yesterday, Wiggins Pass was gorgeous. Gorgeous. I'm hoping now that this red tide's moving out that we start seeing all the fish return along the shoreline here. The snook and the sheephead. All the little bait fish that we're so accustomed to seeing in the mornings. And with that usually comes more dolphins. And birds as well. Haven't seen a lot of shorebirds. Have not seen many shorebirds. It has been quiet. It's because all those little fish we see along the shoreline aren't here right now. I am good. Good morning. Just coming across some little pockets, little piles of shells here and there like this. Nothing's really standing out. So all the little white clam shells, a lot of the little slipper shells, all the common shells here. Lots and lots of little ones. They're going to be underwater here shortly. They will be underwater shortly. So I hope everybody's doing all right today. If anybody needs some prayers, if you're not feeling well or something's not going right in your life for you, family member, a friend, one of your pets, whatever, feel free to put your prayer requests in the comments here. Let our beach family know that you need some prayers. You don't have to go into a whole bunch of detail. Prayers for healing, whatever. Please pray for our country. We definitely need prayers for our country now. God bless America. Let's never forget that. Pray that Robb finds a giant moon shell on the beach this morning. Oh. Pray that Robb finds that old pirate chest up here washed up on the beach. Find a treasure chest full of gold and jewels, and I'll treat everybody to a walk on the beach here with me. Good morning.
Morning.
Gosh, there's lots of little shells down here, but nothing. There's a few shellers ahead of me. They could be snagging all the good stuff. But they can't see it all. We know that. You just can't see them all. Just hoping they leave me something. I've gone home a couple days now without any shells, which is not a major deal. It's just nice to find a couple every morning. Gives me a little feeling of accomplishment. It's not that I need any more shells. It's just that thrill of the hunt. The thrill of the hunt. Not much in the way of waves this morning. There's a beautiful little shell. It's kind of a nice size one. I forget what you call these. It's a member of the little scallop family. But usually find smaller ones. That's a nice one right there. That's gorgeous. Not much to look at on the inside, but that's a nice looking little shell. I've been seeing a fair amount of fighting conchs along the beach this morning. I'm assuming they're all empty, but we always check to make sure there's nothing alive inside any of the shells we pick up. Yep, there's an empty fighting conch. You know, it's kind of neat. We've got a lot of friends overseas, over in the UK, watching us. That's kind of fun when every once in a while I get a message from them or something. How they're wishing they could come over here. But because of travel restrictions, they're stuck over there. Piece of a murex shell. An old little apple murex. There's a little olive shell. Looks like it's missing its little tip. Little olive shell down there. We did great. Last week, wow, had a great week of shelling. Great week of shelling. Found some beautiful olives and moon shells and tulip shells. Every morning I come out here, I'd go home with my pockets full. The front pocket on my sweatshirt just stuffed full of shells. A couple days it was angel wings. Usually you can find these nice cockles on the beach here. They're good sized shells, the cockles. And of course, there's one. Our little kitten paws. Common, very common. The kitten paw shells. The slipper shells. They're usually in abundance here. There's one here. There's a bunch of them around there. The old slipper shell. Flip it over. And resembles a little slipper. No shortage of them on the beach. And scallops. There's a lot of scallops on the beach. A lot of scallop shells. Different kinds of scallops. Different colors. And these are, of course, the most probably collected shell on the beach. The fighting conch. So most popular. They're beautiful. And they're pretty abundant. Anybody that comes here for the first time usually winds up taking a few of these home. The old fighting conch, the Florida fighting conch. Just again, I emphasize, make sure there's nothing in there. Anytime you take a shell home, don't take anything alive. Sea stars, sand dollars. There's another little scallop. Different color, different kind of scallop. Little ibis here in front of me. A little white ibis. Every once in a while I'll find some nice sized scallops here. Nothing really outstanding this morning yet. Just good morning. Same old, same old. Nope. We'll see what it looks like up at the pass. Up here at the north end of the park. Wiggins Pass. Always tends to get a little rougher up at the north end of the park as you get closer to the park, just because of the currents in the pass. The tide changes. I might have to go take the high road today, take the nature trail. Go around the trees here. There's my favorite tree over there. Boy, oh boy, that winds up in a lot of photographs, that tree. That sky is gorgeous this morning. Blue, 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 blue sky. Blue sky is smiling above me. It's all around. Look at that. The sun peeking through over here. You know the word. You know the word that describes this. It is glorious. Nobody up here in the pine tree. That little branch up here, all the way up at the end there, that's right up in there. That's where we see one of our ospreys sitting a lot of times. It's one of their favorite little spots. But not this morning. I think they're out on the hunt. So we'll take the back way here, back way around. So another, 4 days maybe? And that tide, we'll be getting out here and the tide will be nice and low again. That's always our favorite time, low tide here. So I can cut through here without falling on my face. I think I can get around the trees over here. The water's all the way up to one of my favorite little prayer trees up here. See if I can get around here without getting my pants soaked. Yep. Well, the heck with that idea. I tried. No success. Well, here we are up at Wiggins Pass, and looks pretty much the same as yesterday. Good morning, guys. Good. Were you out on the boat the other day?
I was yesterday.
Was nice? Looks nice today, too.
Little bumpy going there, but coming back,
Beautiful. How about red tide out there? Good. It looks like it's pretty good. It looks like it's like on its way out of here.
The only thing is the water was a little too cold. Yes.
Cold for fishing?
62. Not very good for fishing for me.
Really?
I usually have a better luck with warmer water.
62 out there, huh? Wow.
The water usually a little further, as far as you go further out, it's warmer. And
It didn't warm up out there.
no.
Huh?
We caught a lot of snappers. A nice size snapper was able to take it and play it.
Uh-huh.
And see how that's going to taste.
I love snapper. Man, that is awesome. Red snapper? Oh, yeah, that's delicious. That is awesome. All right, good luck. Said that water was cold out in the Gulf yesterday. He was out fishing, 62 degrees out in the Gulf. So that's a little cold for the fish. But he caught a nice red snapper. He's going to have that for dinner. Snapper is awesome. That red snapper is delicious. Well, shelling. What do we got? Not much of anything. Kind of a mess. Things just all thrown, scattered about here, which is good. And it's good when Mother Nature spreads everything out for me, does the sifting. But what's been sifted out here has been sitting around for quite a while. So it's going to be just sheer luck if we find something buried down here this morning. But one never knows. Never give up. Never say never, right? Never say never. All it takes is that one wave to wash something up. It keeps me out of trouble. I'd rather be walking around the beach here than walking around in a mall. I don't do that anyway. I got no interest in shopping. Zero interest in shopping. Can't stand it. My mother-in-law, oh my Lord, she wasn't have problems getting around. She'd still be a shopaholic. She used to go buy things just to take them back. She was something else. Bell's, oh my Lord, Bell's down here. That was her favorite store. She'd be in there every other day buying something and returning something. God bless her. Since she hasn't been out shopping, my wardrobe has really thinned out. Every once in a while, you'll see her pop on here, Betty Carnes. This guy's, I think this is the same little snowy egret we saw yesterday. So he's all fluffed up. He was showing his feathers there. Well, I haven't even seen any broken moon shells yet this morning. Look how flat it is. I don't have anything. What you coming over here for? Coming right over towards me, looking at me. Thinks I'm a fisherman, maybe. Looking for a freebie. Fisherman with his cast net. Look how he's all fluffed up. Look at that. He or she. The little snowy egret. Looks so soft, doesn't it? Look at that plume. Wow. Look at that. Beautiful little birds with their little yellow feet and their little yellow band around their eyes. Just standing here about 6 feet away from me. Must have figured out the social distancing thing. Must have got the memo. Yep. Back to fishing. Back to looking for some breakfast. You got this guy, here's little heron. Where are you going? He's running away from me. Strutting away from me. Oh well. Good morning. Well, there is a little line of shells here. Kind of piled up on top of each other. Need to get thinned out. I think I see a little moony. I think I had success. A little moon shell. Nothing much. Better than nothing though. Yep. A little moon shell. I'll take it. Better than nothing. Better than getting skunked, right? Gives me hope. I've got to keep an eye open for those darn murex shells. I don't really look for them. I just get lucky when I find them. I'm not on the hunt for them like I used to be. And those murex kind of blend in with the other shells. I have no problem seeing these guys. No problem spotting these moon shells. They just jump out at me. It's those little murex. They're so cool. See some broken ones down there. That's a turkey wing down there in front of me. The turkey wing, appropriately named. And the other shells are thinning out here, which sometimes is good. Makes it easier to spot something. Well, I got 2 little moon shells. I'm not complaining. 2 more moon shells for my bucket. Probably find something on the way back too. Look from the other side, change the direction of the light. scallop shell there. Oh, straighten up here for a second. Look across Wiggins Pass at Barefoot Beach. I'm surprised there's nothing else down here. Everything's nice and sifted here. I think there's a little olive shell down here. Check that out. Check that out. What kind of shape is it in? No, that's kind of worn. Little chipped up little olive shell. Somebody will pick it up if they want an olive. One thing I'd really like to find is a really big murex shell. I don't have a big one. I have a pretty nice size one, but not a really big murex. I've just never seen any big ones here on our beach. Now we're getting into a heavier concentration of shells here. Again, these are probably going to be underwater soon. Lots of scallops. Beautiful little scallops, different sizes. There, that's what we need. We need these waves to kind of pull these shells down, spread them out. Spread them out. I'd have thought I'd have more than 2 moon shells in my pocket by now. Hey, good morning. Little nautilus. Similar to a moon shell. Not quite the same. I've got a feeling I'll find something on my walk back. Just have that hunch. When I walk back, I'll walk on the other side, and the light will be more in my favor. Still need to get up around the corner. With 3 absolutely beautiful days in a row. Got to check in with our friends Pete and Nancy up in Joliet. See how they're doing. See how the restaurant's doing. I'm praying they got some good business up there. I miss having them down here on the beach with me every morning. That was fun. They were regulars, man, every morning. Pete and Nancy. Miss you guys. Think about you. I do think about you. Think about all my beach friends here. Our beach family. We are a family. Way above and beyond a group here on Facebook. We are truly a little family of beach friends. Invite your friends to join our beach family. I'd like to see some more members here, more followers. There's a nice little scallop. I'll keep that. I like collecting the scallop shells. This looks like a little spiny cockle. Yeah, it's kind of worn down. Can't see the little spines on it. Still have a few shells strewn about here. Now they're really thinning out. Really thinning out now. Nothing much around the corner. Water is gorgeous out here. Beautiful. Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. I haven't seen you in a long time.
Yeah.
Everything okay?
Yeah.
Good.
With COVID-19 and
Yeah.
no fish.
No fish. Any bites today? Any bites? Nothing.
Nothing at all.
Soon. Soon. Got one more little spot I want to check over here. One little spot up high on the beach where there was a few shells. This is what's been here for several days, but the waves have come up and kind of spread things out. No luck. Nothing. Pelicans are flying around here, diving into the water. I'll check out the backside here. Walk along this shell line from the other side. See if that change in lighting works in my favor. My little snowy egret friend. They're probably a little bit on the hungry side. I don't think the little fish they eat have been too plentiful lately. So I'm sure they're relying on fishermen. And the fishermen aren't catching anything. They always try to steal their bait. He's coming right next to me. I mean, right next to me. Just right down under the camera. That's good and bad. Beautiful. Wiggins Pass, North Naples, Florida. Thursday morning, absolutely gorgeous. The tide's just getting ready to turn here. Tide's just finishing coming in, gonna be rolling out here shortly. Warming up really nice. Started out at 54 degrees. Boy, it's really warming up now. No signs of any red tide. Smelling good here. Looking good, smelling good. No dead fish on the beach. Just beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Just another morning in paradise. Delnor-Wiggins Pass State Park. Been doing a little shelling. I haven't found much this morning. Seen a lot of shells spread out on the beach, but I really haven't seen anything that I wanted to pick up and take home. Now with that tide coming all the way in here, the waves are really starting to spread everything out. This actually looked very promising, all these shells here. What's left of half of a little spiny jewel box shell. It's got a couple of its little spines on it. Not even seen any little baby shells. A lot of times we'll find the little baby murex shells and moon shells and tulip shells. Not really seeing them this morning either. Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoy what you're seeing here, tell your friends, hit that share button. Remember my motto here at Southwest Florida Television, bringing people together one beach walk at a time. That's what it's all about. We use the beach as our background. It's just kind of our gathering place here in the morning on Facebook. I just want to give everybody a place to go in the morning, get away from all the other nonsense on social media for an hour or so. You can chat with your friends and hopefully meet some new friends. That's what it's really all about, making new friends. A lot of awesome friendships have been made here over the years. I have met some wonderful people. Maybe towards the end of this year, we're going to plan a little gathering of our friends here at the park. We did it once. We're going to do it again. Hopefully we'll get this COVID under control. It was just about this time last year when we were all together down here on the beach having a great time. Who would have thought, huh? That a few months after that, we'd have been all locked down in our houses. Well, I know I've passed up some shells this morning. I know I missed some. There's just too many down here. John will come out here, find a murex. Excuse me. Just got a whiff of red tide. Got a whiff of the red tide. They said there's very low concentrations of it, and it's still lurking about out there in the just offshore. So every now and then, you might get a whiff of it. It always seems to happen up here by Wiggins Pass, where the water tends to be a little rougher. Things get stirred up. Good morning. Well, I only snagged a few moon shells this morning, a couple scallop shells. It's all right. Better than nothing. Better than nothing. Kind of hazy out there now. It's getting kind of hazy, the humidity, and it's beautiful out on the water, though. Beautiful out there. Great day to be out on a boat. Hey, if you enjoy my morning beach walks, if you appreciate what I do here, if you'd like to see them continue, think about becoming a regular monthly supporter of Southwest Florida Television, a financial supporter to help keep me going. Or if you'd just like to send a little thank you, a little gratuity, tip, contribution, you can find a link to my PayPal account in the text description of this post up above the video there. Your support is greatly appreciated. The water isn't quite as clear as it was yesterday. Yesterday it was gorgeous. It's a little cloudy here this morning. Still beautiful. So we're about at high tide now. Our boardwalk. That used to be at ground level there, believe it or not. That used to be at ground level. Thanks to Hurricane Ada, it took our boardwalk out of commission here. Well, the flags are not moving at all. Over there on the right side of the frame. They're just hanging down. No breeze out here today. A lot cooler when you get back in here under the shade of the trees. Morning. The tide's just a little too high for me to walk on the other side of the trees right now. Got a little whiff of the red tide here. Darn it. Just a little blast of it. No dolphins. Have not seen any dolphins popping up. Good morning. How are you?
Good.
The water seems to be getting a little clearer as I head down to the south here. I can kind of see through the waves here as they're rolling in. Look at all the ibises. Look at all the ibises up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ibises sitting up there in the tree. Perched up there. Those white ibis with the beautiful blue sky behind them. Hey Norbert, good morning. Or good afternoon. The white ibises. That's another reason why they don't get rid of these old dead trees, because the birds love perching on them.
I saw her buddying up with her.
No ospreys. We did see the ospreys in the nest by Roy, the pair of ospreys earlier this morning. There's a bunch of little plovers running in and out of the waves up here. I think they're going to get scared away as somebody's coming down the beach. Yeah, the water seems to look a little clearer here as I just get a little south of Wiggins Pass. I think we'll go up and see if one of our gopher tortoises is out and about. It's pretty sunny up here now. They like it when it warms up. Beautiful, beautiful weather, huh? The only thing that's missing on this beach is you. Come on. TGIF, huh? Thank goodness it's Friday. And a beautiful Friday at that. The gopher, I don't see our gopher out. I don't see our gopher out here. Nope. This burrow's right down there. Right down in there. I don't see anybody looking out at me. Nope. Well, it has been another glorious morning, another great morning together with our friends. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for putting up with me. Please consider becoming a regular monthly supporter of Southwest Florida Television here on Facebook. Your financial support, your friendship, that's what keeps me going, keeps me coming back here. Couldn't do it without you. If you're feeling generous and you want to send a little contribution, you can find a link to my PayPal account in the description of this post, in the text description. I appreciate that. That is always appreciated, needed. Believe me. No such thing as having enough money. It's been tough the past year. Very tough. I've been relying on the funds from these beach walks to pay the bills big time. Can't tell if there's... I just saw a wave out there, kind of far out, or if it was a dolphin stirring around. A lot of little ripples out in the water this morning. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I did get a couple, like I said, a couple of whiffs of that red tide up there around by those trees. Nothing overpowering. Just enough to be obnoxious. But all in all, it's beautiful out here. I wouldn't consider the red tide being a threat here this morning. Beautiful morning to come out to the beach. Hey, share Southwest Florida Television. If you can figure out how to do that, share this page with your friends. Let's get some new followers. We always pick up a couple here and there. We got over 33,000 followers now. That's pretty neat. Our YouTube page, our YouTube channel's up to 7,000 followers, 7,000 subscribers. That's awesome. Just been working on the Instagram page for the past 6 months here. We're up to, I think, 1,600 and something followers on Instagram. Twitter, I really don't care about. We got a Twitter page, but Twitter is kind of a joke now. All right, I'll see you out here tomorrow morning. A little bit after 8 o'clock. Should be a nice day tomorrow morning. Should be nice weather tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, be smart, do the right thing. For Southwest Florida Television, I'm Robb Stam. God bless.